It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, next on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect a defensive front.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Shoves him aside. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 14 carries, 52 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Fights through him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And now they'll throw with Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Odafe Owe in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. It fights him off. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big... return will get him all the way down to the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Miami set to take over.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's to the 10.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Allen now looks to throw. incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. 2nd and 15. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Miami.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Antonio Gibson as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go! Let's go! It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A give, Singletary right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Throwing now is Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Gibson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On the counter, Gibson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll go again with Gibson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down now, it's Gibson, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the wall. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play here for Buffalo. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 9. 1:53 remaining. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Gets this to Gibson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, these division games